Hare Krishna. Anybody else who would like to introduce themselves at this point of time? If not, could any of the Madhya...
The recording has started.
Thank you for sitting on recording. Hare Krishna. So today's class will be given by her grace, Anjana Gopika Mataji, and on the topic of Sri Caitanya Charitamrta, Madhya lila 23.35. So before we start, we just would like to welcome everybody on the Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call and give a brief introduction about Mataji. She is a very sincere and enthusiastic devotee who has been practicing Krishna consciousness for the past 10 years. She was introduced to Krishna consciousness through a home program. She and her husband, Rohini Kumar Balram Prabhu, are disciples of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Preaching Krishna consciousness is very dear to Guru Maharaj, and she has been following his instructions to the letter and spirit by conducting Bhakti Vriksha at home and making many new devotees. She is the founder and principal of Bhakti Sangha Kids Academy, inspiring children from all over the world in learning shlokas, bhajans, and doing presentations on varied Krishna conscious topics. Her enthusiasm is infectious, and her warm heart has endeared so many in this Krishna consciousness. Her two daughters, Asra and Janavi, are known for their contribution to the Krishna conscious brand videos. Mataji's commitment and dedication in Krishna conscious field is seen when she sincerely attends all the lectures in Bhakti Sangha and later tries to invite the learned lessons in her daily life. This is the key to perfection in life. So without much further ado, I know all the audience in our call right now and YouTube are eagerly waiting for Mataji to speak. So please, Mataji, take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, thank you so much. And Hare Krishna, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak on Caitanya Charitamrta. It is a very high topic, and especially this chapter we are discussing very high special subject matter. Actually, Bhagavad Gita talks about basic understanding of spiritual life, and Srimad Bhagavatam is little higher than Bhagavad Gita. But Caitanya Charitamrta we discuss very high topic. Also, Prabhupada said that it is post-doc study of spiritual life. I am struggling to understand basic subject matter in spiritual life. That's why I don't have any realization, anything. But I will try to repeat what I heard from Guru Maharaj, severe devotees, and then Sadhu Shastra. And also I really thank to Her Grace Prithvi Vilasini Mataji, who encouraged me a lot to come and speak in the call. Thank you so much, Mataji. Now we can start the class. Jai Jai Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We are reading Caitanya Charitamrta, Madhya lila, chapter 23, verse number 35. Madhuram Madhuram Bhapayasya Vivor Madhuram Madhuram Bhaganam Madhuram Madhu Gandhe Yudhismitam Netrasyaho Madhuram 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 Madhuram. Translation and purport. There is no purport. By His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Word by word. Madhuram, sweet. Madhuram, sweet. Bapu, the transcendental form. Asya, he is. Vibhu, of the Lord. Madhuram, sweet. Madhuram, sweet. Vadanam, face. Madhuram, more sweet. Madhu, Gandhi, the fragrance of honey. Mridu, smitam, soft smiling. Etat, this. Aho, oh my Lord. Madhuram, sweet. Madhuram, sweet. Madhuram, sweet. Madhuram, still more sweet. Translation, oh my Lord, the transcendental body of Krishna is very sweet and his face is even sweeter than his body. But his soft smile, which has the fragrance of honey, is sweeter still. Purport, this is a verse quoted from Vivamangala Thakur's Krishna Caritamrta 92. Let's start from Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Caitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Parakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagaragatam Sagana Raghunathavitam Tam Sadevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Lalita Sri Visakha Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatapate Gopika Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kansana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visavano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Kansakalpatarvesya Kripa Sindhuvesya Patitanamo Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine. Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripasidayine Gaura-katha Damonaya Navadantarine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gautavani Prasarine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vasyakya Dushakarine. Mukham karoti vasalam pangum langarate girim yate katamaham bande Sri Guru Dinata. Before going to the verse, I just want to share one pastime of my Guru Maharaj's experience while reading Caitanya Caritamrta. I heard this pastime recently from Bhakti Rasayana Maharaj, who is a sannyasi disciple of His Holiness Indrabhima Swami Maharaj. One time, His Holiness Vettaka Swami Guru Maharaj, he went to Russia to preach. That time he was alone. And Bhakti Rasayana Maharaj was there to help him. One day after Hare Krishna, it's okay, my sound is coming okay, Mataji?
Yes.
One day after finishing the program, Guru Maharaj was supposed to take rest, but his room's light was open till 2 o'clock. And Bhakti Rasayan Maharaj thought maybe Guru Maharaj is there so busy in the services. He thought maybe he forgot, they are so absorbed in the services and sometimes they forgot to take the rest. And he also thought like that, maybe he is so absorbed in the service, maybe he forgot to take the rest. He thought he need to remind him, and his door was not fully closed. And then he saw from the corner of his door, Guru Maharaj was reading Chaitanya Caritamrta, and then tears was pouring from his eyes. So much tears was coming from his eyes, and his body was fully wet, and also his t-shirt was completely wet. And that is the experience when pure devotee read this book. And this is a very, very amazing book. Also, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj suggested us to keep these 3 books compulsorily in our house. There's Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Caritamrta. We're supposed to keep this book in our house, and they are the treasures for us. You think our gold, bank balance, all these things is treasures. Yes, we have so much of attachment, but these Acharya, they are treasure. The pure devotee's treasure is this book. And then he was also suggesting, if you somehow or other you have to leave one book, you can leave Bhagavad Gita. And because you can take with you Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Caritamrta. And even that is also not possible. You have to choose one book within these 2 books, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Caritamrta. You can keep with you Chaitanya Caritamrta. Chaitanya Caritamrta book, even though he suggested his mercy, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj's mercy, he knows that even though Bhagavad Gita is a basic thing to understand in spiritual life, but he suggested if there is no other way, you have to take one book, you can take with you this Chaitanya Caritamrta. Even though it's a very high topic, he gave that mercy to us. For devotee also we can read, and especially thanks to Kritida Sundari Mataji, because by her mercy we are reading regular Chaitanya Caritamrta. Thank you so much, Mataji. And now we can go to the verse. And the verse translation, I just want to read one time translation. Oh my Lord, the transcendental body of Krishna is very sweet, and his face is even sweeter than his body. But his soft smile, which has the fragrance of honey, is still sweet, sweeter still. This is a very, very topic, especially I can feel I don't have that experience of Krishna's transcendental body's sweetness, but still I can read something what I heard from Srila Prabhupada lecture from his book. First of all, we need to understand Krishna's transcendental body. How Krishna's body is transcendental? In Brahma Samhita, it says, Iswara Parama Krishna Satsi Ananda Vigraha. Iswara Parama Krishna. Krishna is original. Means he has no other origin. And he is the prime God of all bodies. He is Sarva Karana Karana. And he has a body, Satchit Ananda. Iswara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Vigraha means form. Impersonalists, they don't believe in the form of the Lord. But we, devotees especially, we try to, personalists especially, Devi, Krishna has a form. And then our body, we are also part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Satchitananda, we are also Satchitananda. Mamai Vamsa Jiva Bhuta, Mamai Vamsa Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The living entities in this condition all are my fragmental part. In Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, Krishna says, we are part and parcel of the Krishna. And we are also Satchitananda. But right now, our consciousness is totally covered by these three modes of material nature. Impure. Our consciousness is so impure. That's why we identify ourselves with this body. This gross body, yes, now which we can see right now, and then subtle body, and then soul is covered by the subtle and gross body. But actually, we are also Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledge, Ananda means bliss. Soul is also we, soul actually, also Sat Chit Ananda. But because of the our consciousness is covered by these three modes, we are putting in the condition we cannot experience that Sat Chit Ananda. We can only experience. Prabhupada says we are in right now Asat. Asat means temporary. Sat means eternal. Asat means temporary. Because right now we think this temporary body is ourself, and we think we will die one day, yes. And then Chit. We are not in Chit condition. Chit means full knowledge. Asat, Achit means everybody is trying to get knowledge. You can see, even though if they are in material world, if they don't know about the spiritual knowledge, but still they are looking for knowledge. They want to become great scholar. Yes, everybody is going to school to get knowledge, because that is our nature, knowledge. Asat. But right now we don't have that full knowledge. That's it. And then we are not in full bliss. Ananda. We are supposed to be in the Ananda, yes, but we are not in full Ananda. We are always in misery. The reason of forgetfulness of our identity, our constitutional position, part and parcel of the Krishna. That is the thing. And the fourth chapter, Krishna is telling how he instructed this transcendental knowledge to Vivaswan. When he was talking with Arjuna, he was telling means how he instructed this knowledge to this transcendental knowledge to Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed this knowledge to Manu, and Manu instructed again this knowledge to Ikshvaku. By this knowledge was coming through disciplic succession, but in due course of time, it was destroyed. Means the disciplic succession was not continuing. That's the reason Krishna gave this knowledge again to Arjuna. And Arjuna had a doubt how you gave this knowledge to the Vivaswan, who is very senior to you by birth. And after that, Krishna again he told to Arjuna, because this you and me, we had so many lives, but you cannot remember your past life, but I can remember all my past, all my life, whatever life I came sometime immemorial, I can remember all my lives. Although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium of my original transcendental form. Krishna comes again and again in his transcendental form. Prabhupada also very nicely explained in the purport. He may appear like an ordinary person, but he remembers everything of his many past births. But for a common man, they cannot remember what he has done even a few hours before. If like someone is asked what he did exactly at the same time one day earlier, it would be very difficult for a common man to answer immediately. But Lord said, when Lord says that he appears in his own body, he does not change his body as the common living entity changes from one body to another. We conditioned soul may have one kind of body in the present birth, but he has a different body in the next birth. In the material world, living entity has no fixed body because we migrate from one body to another. Whenever Krishna appears, he does so in the same original body, and by his internal potency, Krishna appears in this material world in his original eternal form, with two hands holding a flute. Also, he appears exactly in his eternal body, uncontaminated by this material world. He appears in the same transcendental body and he is the Lord of the universe. He still appears that he takes his birth like an ordinary living entity. And although his body does not deteriorate like a material body, he still appears that Lord Krishna grows from childhood to boyhood and from boyhood to youth. At the time of a battle of Kurukshetra, Prabhupada says, he had many grandchildren at home and he was actually maybe almost 125 years old, but still he looked like a young man, 20 or 25 years old. And also we never see a picture of Krishna in old age because he never grows old like us. Now, although he is the oldest person in the whole creation, past, present and future, and neither his body nor his intelligence ever deteriorates or changes.
So, Mataji, can you come closer to the speaker?
Okay. Therefore, Hare Krishna. Therefore, it is clear that in spite of being in the material world, he is the same unborn, eternal form of bliss and knowledge, changeless in his transcendental body and intelligent. And also his appearance and disappearance are like the sun's rising, moving before us and then disappearing from our eyesight. Same time, Krishna said, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. Even though he appears like a transcendental body, but ordinary people, they cannot understand. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yoga Maya Samavrita. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my eternal potency. And therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. Avajananti mama muda manasam tanum ashritam. Who will derive me when I descend in the human form? They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord of all that be. Only we can understand Krishna's transcendental form by our Bhaktya Ma Abhijanam. 1 second, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry.
Yes, Mataji, continue. Mataji? Has she stepped out or she's on mute?
No, Mataji, maybe she take a mute and forgot to start Mataji.
Yeah, she was supposed to unmute and she didn't mute.
She's on mute, I think.
Yeah, she looks muted.
Hare Krishna Mataji, do you want to call her?
Yes, Mataji, can you please call her?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we can continue with the chanting, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Sorry Mataji, the animal was making noise, I could not hear her. Hare Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Should I continue Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, please continue.
Okay, thank you Mataji. I was in only 1 second Mataji.
Anything?
Krishna.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. 1 second, Mataji, 1 second. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord. That's right. Even Prabhupada says that when Krishna came 5,000 years ago, only hardly very less people, even we can count in hand, who understand Krishna's transcendental form. That's why it's very difficult for the ordinary person to understand Krishna. But when Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya ma Abhijanati, only by the devotional service we can understand Krishna. We can discuss about Krishna's form in a little bit. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in Brahma Samhita, Rama says, Venam kanvantam arvindadalayaksam varahavatam samhasatam buddha sundaranam Kandarpakotikamaniya Visesa Savam Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, who is holding flute in his hand, whose eyes is like lotus petal, who wears peacock's feather in his hair. He looks like blue cloud, and he can attract millions of people. Krishna's transcendental body can attract millions of people. Cupid means calm. We know as Kamdev. Kamdev is who can attract everyone. Everybody have that calm. Yes, lust. That kind of lust, thousand of lust means that Cupid also attracted by that Krishna's form. Krishna's form is so beautiful. It's very difficult to imagine in the material platform. That's what Prabhupada said. And also, Supreme Personality of Godhead is never impersonal. Actually, Mayavadi says, Krishna, he does not have form. So, and it is sometimes we think Krishna's whole body is sometimes we can think about Krishna's whole body as a it may be as an impersonal. That's why our Acharya suggests us to think Krishna for each and every name we can meditate. Just like first we can think of Krishna's lotus feet and his ankles, bell, and his ankle bells, ankles, and his thigh, his waist, then his chest, then his neck, then his face. Also, it is recommended when we take darshan in the temple, one should begin from the lotus feet and gradually rise to the upper limbs of the transcendental body of Lord. He is not impersonal. He has a form, just like we have a material form, he has a transcendental form. That is the difference. But he has a form. And to understand transcendental form of the Lord, we should be completely free from the material desire. And we should have that devotional attitude. No one can appreciate the beauty of Krishna even though by properly discharging his occupational duties or by austerities, mystic yoga, cultivation of knowledge, or any prayers. Only pure devotees, they can realize that his transcendental form. Preman jana churita bhakti vidochanena santa sadaiva videsu vidopaya. Yam syama sundaram asinta guna surupam govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. Lord Krishna's name, fame, pastime, it is cannot understood by material senses. We have these gross material senses, yes? We want to see God by these material senses. Even a Prabhupada says when people can you show me God? Everybody says like that. The challenge, yes? The challenge, can you show me God like that? But by these material senses, we cannot understand Krishna. Only to one who is engaged in pure devotional studies under the proper guidance or under the proper guidance or who is following properly scripture, one can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, always within himself and outside himself. And that pure devotee whose eyes is smeared with pure love for Krishna, he can only appreciate Krishna's transcendental beauty fully. Otherwise, it's not easy. Even we go to the temple, we see Krishna's form. It's very beautiful. But to really we appreciate in that, not easy to see Krishna, yes, in this transcendental form. So therefore we have to completely free from this our desire. Till the time we have this material desire in our heart, what we are holding in our mind is kind of so many kind of material desire. It's difficult to progress. It's difficult to see Krishna's form. And same time we want to hold this material desire and then we want to see Krishna also. That is not possible. I was hearing one time lecture, one Maharaj's lecture, he was telling, we just catch that tree and hold that tree very tightly and let me go out from here, let me go out. Just catching ourselves that tree so tightly and we say, let me go out from here. That is our position. We just catch all the material desire in our heart and then we want to see that Krishna. Yes? It's difficult in that mood. We have to be very serious to see Krishna transcendental form in devotional service. I have one song which is written by Acharya. Just want to go through it a little bit. It is written by Vallabhacharya, Madhurashtakam. Everybody knows, I think, this song. Maduram, 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 Nayanam, Maduram, Asitam, Maduram, Hidayam, Maduram, Gaganam, Maduram, Maduradipati, Akhilam, Maduram, Vasanam, Maduram, Caritam, Maduram, Vasanam, Maduram, Caritam, Maduram, Savitam, Maduram, Savitam, Maduram, Maduradipati, Akhilam, Maduram, Renur Madura, Renur Madura, Pane Madura, Padau Madura, Nityam Maduram, Sakyam Maduram, Maduradipati, Akhilam Maduram, Geetam Maduram, Geetam Maduram, Muktam Maduram, Muktam Maduram, Rupam Maduram, Tilakam Maduram, Maduradipati, Akhilam Maduram. Krishna's lips are sweet and charming. Your face is sweet and charming. Your eyes are sweet and charming. And your laughter is sweet and charming. Oh Krishna, your heart is sweet and charming. And your walking is sweet and charming. Everything about you is sweet and charming. Oh Lord of sweetness. Oh Krishna, your speech is sweet and charming, your nature is sweet and charming, your garments are sweet and charming, and your brain posture is sweet and charming. Oh Krishna, your walking is sweet and charming, and your creation of confusion is sweet and charming. Everything about you is sweet and charming, O Lord of sweetness. Oh Krishna, your fruit is sweet and charming, your flowers are sweet and charming, your hands are sweet and charming, and your feet are sweet and charming. Oh Krishna, your dance is sweet and charming, your friendship is sweet and charming, everything about you is sweet and charming, O Lord of sweetness. Oh Krishna, your singing is sweet and charming, your drinking is sweet and charming, your eating is sweet and charming, and your sleeping is sweet and charming. O Krishna, your form is sweet and charming, and your mark on forehead is sweet and charming, Everything about you is sweet and charming, or lot of sweetness. I will not go further. This is the sweetness of Krishna. And this here it says it is only experienced by pure devotee. But it will be because we are part and a parcel of Krishna, and since Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful, and Srila Prabhupada is so merciful, he wanted all of us to taste Krishna's sweet and charming transcendental feature. It says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami, he said, "My dear friend, if you still have any desire to enjoy the company of the friend and society in this material world, then don't look upon the form of Krishna, who is standing on the bank of Caritamrta. He is known as Govinda, and his eyes are very enchanting. He is playing upon his flute, and on his head there is a peacock feather. His whole body is illuminated by the moonlight in the sky." I think Mataji actually I prepared for 2 more verses, but I will not go further. I will leave this class right now, but I think it will be long. I just want to end the call. If there is any comment, Mataji, please.
Madhuram, Madhuram, class was super Madhuram. Thank you so much. It was so nice to hear that. And it's so suitable for you. It was actually very, very sweet class, very nicely glorifying the beauty of Krishna, the sweetness of Krishna. So nicely quoting from Brahma Samhita, so nicely quoting from Bhagavad Gita. It was blissful listening to you. Thank you so much. In spite of having Janvi at home and you had to deal with so many things, it was really, really beautiful. Thank you, Mataji, and thank you for singing Madhurashtakam so sweetly. It was very nice. Hare Krishna. Thank you, and please come often on the call and speak on the call. Of course, you come for all the classes, but we want you to speak more. It was very, very worshipful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for your encouragement. Please forgive me once I disturb you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopika, Mataji. Oh, sorry. Hare Krishna, I wanted to also actually, exactly what Bikudi last name was chanting Madhuram, Madhuram. I was thinking the exact same thing. To say Madhuram, Madhuram, Anjana, Gopika, it was so sweet. We could hear the sweetness of the love you have for Krishna and Guru Maharaj when you were singing Madhuram, Madhuram. So very wonderful. And I'm so glad to be back on the call starting with you. You have just made my day.
Oh yeah, and the story of Guru Maharaj as well. That was so beautiful.
Thank you all of you, Dasi, Mataji. Thank you so much. It's Guru Maharaj's mercy also.
Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopika, Mataji, my Dandavat Pranam to you. This is Padmasaki Devi Dasi. Mataji, seriously so wonderful, very, very sweetly sung. And in fact, when you were with, maybe others in the call might not know, I have seen Anjana Gopika Mataji very closely for a month. She stayed with me the whole month. So really very inspiring. She used to, give me the correct insight of Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrta, and even that time she used to take care of me, take care of Janavi, and still her heart was about reading Bhagavatam, reading Chaitanya Charitamrta. Then also she was not missing any calls. She used to attend all these Bhakti Sangha calls, and she really inspired so much. It's been a year she left, it's been a year she left back to her place, but still whenever we think about her, it really gives lots of inspiration. So she's very pure, she has a lot of purity. That's the driving force Prabhupada used to say. Because if she inspired me, I am very sure that she's very, very pure. And thank you so much, Mataji. Please keep giving your classes. So that way I will get so inspired. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, for your association, Mataji. I was also very happy. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopika Mataji. Such a sweet class. And really appreciate that today you accepted the, to give class and opening up. So nice of you, Mataji. And everybody said you are really, how wonderfully you explained this verse about Madhurashtakam and you sang the Madhurashtakam. And this is one of my favorite words also in Caritamrta. I really like reciting this verse often. So thank you so much, Mataji, and very, very inspired that in spite of having such a young kid, Janari, you still, agreed and wonderfully gave the class. So thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. You are always inspiring, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopika Mataji. Very, very nice materials. And I just love the most singing Madhurashtakam and explaining it very well. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Very good class. Thank you, Artani.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Go ahead, Mataji. You go ahead, Mataji, after you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopi, Radharani ki Jai Ho, Jai Jai, Shri Radhe Shyam, Shri Prabhupada, Jai Jai, Jai Ho. As usual, very excellent class, Mataji. I know you are so sincere in Bhakti, Mataji. We can feel today. So please give your assistance regularly. And Venu Madhura, Gayo Madhura, Madhura Tipate, Rakilam Madhura, Jai Ho. How sincerely you explain the Krishna Katha while taking care of small Gopi. Thank you very much. I know that you are in a class in Srila Prabhupada Amrita, and sometimes one time on this spot you take a Sri Bhagavatam class too. So you are so sincere in Bhakti. Please give your exercise regularly, dear Gopi Anjana. Thank you very much. Thank you. Special blessing of Sri Radha Gopinath, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Radha Vrindavan, Sri Mayapur Dham blessing, and Sri Devataka Maharaj blessing is always with you.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada Guru Maharaj. Such a beautiful class. The way I thought it is much more than what was in my heart and how it came out. So, in very simple words, how you explain about how to understand Krishna, that is only through devotional service. And I know it's such a technical topic, but you broke it up into such simple terms so that even a low person like me can understand some aspect of Chaitanya Caritamrta. Thank you so much, Mataji. And you explained the concept of Satchidanand, how Gopika, the body and the soul, Bhagavad Gita was brought in, and then the Madhya everything fell in place. And when you were singing so sweetly that Madhya Ashtikam, I remember Vrinda Gopika Mataji, I know her heart, and she voices it out, and we don't, but yes, everybody wants to hear you sing, and so nice, Mataji. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Please keep coming and giving your appreciation. At this point of time, any other comments or questions?
Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopika Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. One second, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Anjana, Gopika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Very, very beautiful class, Mataji. Thank you so much. As I know most of them know that Anjana Gopika Mataji is the main person who brought me into Krishna consciousness, who taught me for almost 3 to 4 years Bhagavad Gita class. I'm missing her classes. Thank you so much, Prithvilasni Mataji and Keetida Sundari Mataji, for asking Anjana Gopika Mataji to speak. I'm so happy to hear from her, and thank you so much, Anjana Gopika Mataji, for such a sweet class. And I really wanted to just say same thing, that Madhuram, your class is so sweet, Mataji. Sweetest of sweet. And I really enjoyed it, Mataji. And thank you so much for sharing the pastime of Guru Maharaj. That Guru Maharaj, when reading about Chaitanya Charitamrta, how the ecstasy it was there. So thank you so much, Mataji, once again for such a beautiful class. Thank you so much for that everything that you did for me. Because of you, I'm here, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. See your sincerity, Mataji. We are learning from you, Mataji, how you are bringing Vrinda.
And I also wanted to add it was both Vania Mataji and Indu Mataji who heard after your spontaneous Bhagavatam class, they were texting back and forth. We have to bring Anjana Gopika on the call and make her speak. We have to bring. No, both of them were so excited. So I wanted to give both of them the credit as well, both Indu Mataji and Vania Mataji. Both of them.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for considering our words.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam. It was so nice to hear from you. And you know what, it would have more nice to see you also. So next time we want to see you also on the call.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Yeah, I very Sanvi is here.
It's really nice to hear from you, Mataji. And in such simple terms, you explained such beautiful topic. Really want to hear from you again and again. And that Srimad Bhagavatam class, if somebody has the recording, please send Mataji. We will also like to hear.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Look at the date on it.
Yes, sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Anjana Gopika Mataji. Please accept my Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Yeah, the class is fantastic, Mataji. As everybody are telling, this is sweet. I have heard from starting of your invocation prayers and to the end of Madhurashtakam. It is very melodious, Mataji. So sweet your voice, and the class is also so sweet. And please come as soon as possible, as much on this call, Mataji, and give your nectarian classes, Mataji. Thank you for this class, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for encouraging what I made. My Guru Maharaj mercy and also Dasi Mataji encouraged me a lot. You have to speak because your Guru Maharaj is here. You have to speak for your Guru Maharaj. I thought it's okay, even though I'm very unqualified, my English is also not very good. And I'm not very good in Shastra, but still, and all of your encouragement. Try to speak, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions? One time more.
Mataji, the English was actually excellent.
Actually, I prepared for another this 35, 36, 37. 37 was my focus and I prepared fully for that verse. But I thought I will start from this verse and then go second verse and then third verse, but I ended in this verse. Anyway, Krishna wants to speak in this verse. And that is.
Maybe Krishna wants you to speak for the other two verses next time, Mataji?
No, Mataji is other speaker will speak. Thank you so much.
Mataji, yeah, we can actually schedule that as well, the next two verses.
No, Mataji, no. Because tomorrow, Sunday will be the next week.
No, tomorrow is only Bhagavatam, so still you can.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can do that also, otherwise I already prepared.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 37 and 38. I don't know exactly when, but by this weekend at least, like we can even borrow some space from tomorrow and the after and we can do it.
No, Mataji, you don't need to borrow because if there is because I can go ahead, Mataji, because I prepared like that where it happens I ended in this first. Because,
yeah, we'll talk it offline, Mataji.
Yes, thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes.
So thank you, Anjana Gopika Mataji, for a very enlightening class today. We're very grateful to you. We look forward to your association again in the future. And definitely please keep coming and giving your classes, bringing a lot to all of us as you have already seen. So if nobody has any questions, we can end the call here.
Yes, Mataji.
Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyascha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Shri Caitanya Caritamrta ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Anjana Gopika Mataji ki jai.
Jai.
Anjana Gopika Mataji ki jai.
This session is no longer being recorded.
Yeah.